two, 1 2. Sound check. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sound Check. I'm your host Yasmin Yilmaz, and today's guests are a band from LA. Their name is Girlfriend on the Moon.
Hi, we're Girlfriend on the Moon, and you're listening to 90.3
WMSC.
Thank you all for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
We'll start by going around the screen and introducing yourselves. If you guys could state your name, your role in the band, and why not a quick fun fact as well.
Yeah, I can go. My name is Tess. I use she, her pronouns. I play guitar and vocals in the band. A fun fact about me is that I used to do synchronized swimming, and I wanted to do that in the Olympics. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
I'm Addie. I use she, her pronouns. I play keys and I sing. And my fun fact is that my big three is all water signs.
All right. Okay.
I'm Jamie, she, they. I play guitar in the band, and my fun fact is my first band, we put our songs out on MySpace.
Nice.
Original.
Okay. Man, I never even used MySpace. That's like the age difference you can tell right there. All right, and Sammy, last but not least.
Sammy, she, her, and I play the drums. And a fun fact, last year I broke my collarbone at the skate park. So now it just is poking out right here.
Well, I'm hoping you're feeling better, man, because yikes.
Well, I can do this, so
Okay.
I never thought I would be able to.
So what steps?
Because my bone was like,
Yikes.
but
man, well, I'm happy to hear
But
that
I'm
you're
better
able to do
now,
that
yeah.
though right now. So first off, I want to congratulate you guys on releasing your debut single, Mousekeeper. It's already hit over 3,500 streams in just a week. Like, that is insane, so huge congrats. I would like to individually get to know you all, so starting with whoever, what made you pursue a career in the music industry?
I can go again. Yeah, I actually wasn't planning on it, and then COVID hit. I was a senior in college when COVID hit in March of 2020, and kind of all of my life plans had to be changed because I had been planning to travel for the next few years internationally, and I was like, okay, well, might as well move somewhere warm and do something else. And I love music just as much as I love traveling, so I was like, okay, well, here we are. And then we all kind of connected through various social medias. So it just kind of was happenstance. Yeah.
For me, honestly, the phrasing of pursue a career in music is not, I don't even know if that's still a thing that could describe me. I just really like playing music with people and made friends with everyone else in the band, and I'm having a lot of fun writing songs and doing stuff, and if something comes of that, that's gonna be really awesome. But I'm trying not to put that kind of pressure on myself, honestly.
Yeah, I think I feel very similarly to Jamie, where I'm having just so much fun meeting up with everyone every week and working together and writing. And I think I've always posted videos and originals and covers on Instagram and then TikTok later. But it was the sort of thing where I just never gave it any weight because I just I felt like I couldn't afford to even put in any time towards it. And then I saw Tessa's post on Lex, looking for people to make a band, and she listed so many of the artists that I already listened to, and I was like, I just have to I don't know, reach out to this person. So yeah, but I've just been having so much fun, and these people are the best.
That's awesome.
I have been playing the drum set since 6th grade, and so it's always been kind of it's not necessarily an independent instrument, or I couldn't really do as much with it, so I did try to learn other instruments and stuff, but that didn't I didn't have as much time for that. So then when the pandemic hit and all that stuff of just kind of being okay, what does matter? And I don't know how much I can answer that question, but what feels generally like it matters is making music, but it's more of like the outlet of like being authentic and getting to like have like instruments with us like at the same time. And so it's like in regards to like career, it would be cool like to get money for rent to or like to be able to pay for gas or food or so like that would be incredible. Like, but I think it's so fun how it is right now too, where it's like the beginning of making music and putting stuff out and kind of seeing where it goes. But yeah, I think kind of just seeing where this goes, but hopefully we just keep on making music either way. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's my plan. So hopefully you're on board. But
Same.
So, Addie, you said that Tess and you had similar artists that you guys liked. Could you list some of them?
Yeah, some of the listed artists I think were Julian Baker, Phoebe Bridgers, and the Japanese House, but Chess also had a few other artists as well. And
I think
yeah.
Soccer Mommy was in there.
Mhm.
Nice. So how exactly because I kind of got an idea just from the similar artists that you're interested in, but how would you exactly describe your sound?
Oh God, I'm so bad at genres. Like I think we're really in like a post-genre space when it comes to music. My background as being I also hosted a radio show in college, so I'm relating. But it's at like there's like a moment happening of like a fusion of like singer-songwriter stuff, sort of like shoegazy, effects-driven, like indie rock, and some other things kind of coming together. I think Soccer Mommy is a really good example. Some other artists like Rosie Tucker are in that space, and I'm hearing like other artists like start to make stuff like that. So I think that's kind of our sound, where we have a lot of like singer-songwriter influences, and then I have like pedal board, which I love messing around with, and I don't know, we try different stuff out and see what works.
Awesome. Yeah, because like with me, like I struggle with being able to identify like what exactly one band's genre is, because at this point I feel like everyone kind of tastes and like really goes with everything. It's like a cosmopolitan of different sounds, and it's really cool because you're getting like such unique sounds and you're pulling numerous original ideas. So that's what's really cool about music nowadays. One thing I wanted to talk about is the meaning behind the band's name. What made you guys come up with that?
Oh no.
That's on you, Addie.
Okay, this was Tess, Sammy, and I. This was before Jamie arrived, but I honestly can't remember the thread of conversation. I just remember bringing up the word moon and we were all like pretty into the word moon. And that was,
Okay.
there was like Moon Garden, Moon Bloom,
Mhm.
and I don't know what else there was, but Girlfriend came up pretty early. Does anyone else remember?
I think we were just spitballing like words that are often associated with queerness. Not
Like sapphic.
yeah, and I mean, at least for me, like having only come out a couple years ago, like claiming the word girlfriend for me in my life feels really powerful, and like putting that in the title. I don't know if others feel similarly, but yeah, that feels really significant to me. So.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, let's talk about your debut single, Mousekeeper. The reaction to the release, like I said before, it has been overwhelmingly positive. How are you guys feeling about that, man? That has to be amazing.
It's so great.
That's
Sammy wrote it. You wanna?
Yeah.
I did write the majority of lyrics. Yeah, it's been confusing in that way to feel so positively about like we're like a music project coming to fruition, and like where it's like genuine positivity as opposed to like, oh, like you wrote a song with no
Yeah.
but yeah, it does feel like weird to be able to share it and have people kind of guessing at like kind of what the lyrics mean, and or like being able to put it in certain kinds of playlists and like have like a mood like where it's like our song can help like like any sort of like mood that is like, I don't know, like just the names of playlists or like stuff like that. It's been overwhelming in a good way. Yeah.
So you wrote the song, you know, what was really the inspiration behind your lyrics or coming up with it?
Mm-hmm. I wrote it about a year to a year and a half ago because I've been doing a lot of like solo music over the past 2 or 3 years, just like on a MIDI controller and GarageBand, and then eventually Logic. So it was more of like a fun, like I want to try a different kind of writing style where it's like, okay, just like imagine something and write it down and then kind of like, yeah. And so the first thing that came to mind was a garden. And like from there, everything just kind of took off, but in the way where it's vague enough where you could make it like metaphorical and like, but for me, it's like I see like a story happening like every time, but especially with the outro, that was like a huge like from Jamie, like in like that like helped the song like in my opinion, where it was like fun to write it, you know, like a year or so ago, kind of make it sound similar, but then coming together with all of them and like yeah, adding this like fun outro where it's like even more intense, because for me it's like wait, then like that adds a whole other dimension of like where is a mousekeeper, like wait, what is a mousekeeper, like who is, like all of those types of things that I'm so excited to maybe write essays on, but we'll see if I have the mental energy in 3 to 5 years.
So Sammy, you being the main lyricist for this song, do you think you will be the main lyricist throughout the career of Girl from the Moon, or will you guys take turns, you know, writing in general for the songs?
So what we had decided was we were all going to come with like one of the songs we've written, because likely everyone like writes music, and so yeah, we just happened to start with this one, but like in our future projects and stuff, it's I'm not the person who wrote the lyrics, but so I think yeah, it'll be collaborative probably from now on, kind of how we've been doing it, but or just picking up on different structures of old songs or recreating different things like that. But yeah, I think right now, since it was like started so not quickly, but yeah, like where it was like, wait, let's get a single out, like let's like do these things. It was nice to already have like a song like structured, and we have other songs that they've wrote structured and we're working on. So
Yeah, we've started on actually two more songs, both starting from lyrics that Addie and Tess brought, and then the current one we're working on, like there's like a verse. We weren't sure if it was a verse, and then like I wrote a bridge, and then we each kind of collaborated on writing another verse, and Addie brought a chorus, and like we've just been all some like Tess had lines that we brought in and like uses inspiration. So it's very, it feels very collaborative, and like we're all contributing both musically and lyrically, which is really cool because then it's not just like one story or one voice. It's like all our voices in each song.
Yeah, that's awesome that you guys have that collaboration, because each one of you are putting your own personal touch into what you create. And it's when you like I've mentioned in previous interviews that like being able to have that also creative freedom and that whole collaboration and being able to express yourself and music is just one of those art forms that it's so vulnerable. You know, you're really putting yourself out there with what you release, and it's kind of, you know, it's an impression of yourself. Like for example, Mousekeeper, it being your debut, like that is the impression of your band as of now, and I gotta say that's a brilliant start to like impress the band. But yeah, so like I find that awesome that, you know, by just with one song, you know, collaborating, that's the key. That's really the key to any art form, but especially music. So the next part of this interview, I call it vibe check. It's pretty much kind of like a speed round, but it's really for the audience to get to relate to you guys. So first question is first. Wait, that was in English. First question. Anyways, green or purple?
Purple.
Green.
Green. Purple.
All right, sun or moon?
Sun or moon? Sun.
Moon.
Moon.
I think moon.
She's like, wait a minute.
The name. It's in the name.
He's like, exposed, I gotta go.
Listen, I'm a fire sign.
All right, bubble tea or iced coffee?
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee.
Iced coffee, but if it were bubble tea, it would be boba.
Iced coffee.
All right, So you guys got the rhythm of it. Let's dive right into it. What is the favorite song you guys ever covered?
Fast Car by Tracy Chapman.
I'd also have to say Fast Car.
I think Dion by the Japanese House.
Yeah, I agree with Dion, or I agree with that as well. Dion.
Who was someone that you guys would love to collaborate with?
Julian Baker.
Phoebe Bridgers. Or I don't know. Soccer mom.
Yeah, I'd say Rosie Tucker.
I'm gonna say Rosie Tucker, actually. I think it would actually work really well.
What is the best concert you guys ever been to?
The Justin Bieber My World Tour in 2012, I have to say. Play of my life, probably.
I have two. One would be a punk show in a living room of my friend's house in college, or seeing Mitski front row for the Be the Cowboy tour.
I would say Big Thief in Brooklyn or Caro Caro Bonito in LA on Halloween. That was sick.
I would say when I saw Phoebe, but it was in a smaller venue at the like a comedy show thing. But in terms of concert, probably Lucy Dacus in LA.
What is a dream venue or location that you guys would love to perform at?
I mean, I'm from Minneapolis, so I think First Avenue would be great. It's like such a legendary established venue that so many people have played. It's Prince's venue, so, you know, yeah.
For me, it would be going back there, but there's a venue in DC called Black Cat that's really cool, independently owned. Like tons of great artists go through there, and it'd be really cool to play with this band there.
I don't know if I have one, I'm gonna be honest. Can I pass?
Okay, I guess I can rephrase it. Is there a location that you really want to at least go to?
Okay, well, I think New York then, because I used to live in New York for school, and that'd be really fun, I think, to travel with all of us and go there.
I would probably say the Music Box here in San Diego. Like it's this it's like just literally just a box, but I love that the venue so much because you can sit down in the back if you get too overwhelmed. Well, for people in the audience, not for bands, but I would want that for anyone in the audience who needs to take a break.
And as the drummer, you do get to sit down on that.
So as I mentioned before, I'm a film major, so I need to ask, what movie would you recommend me, the listeners, and the viewers to watch?
What was that movie that just won that big award with the van life?
Nomadland.
Yeah. I'm not really a movie person, but I thought that was fantastic, and I immediately joined a bunch of van life Facebook groups after watching it. So
that's awesome.
This is really hard because I'm trying to come up with like a cool answer because I'm kind of like not a cool person. Honestly, Into the Spider-Verse. It's a movie that like not enough people watch because it's a superhero movie, but from an animation and like artistic standpoint, it's worth seeing if you don't care at all about caught myself there, any of those kinds of movies.
I think Minari. I watched it with my mom, and then I watched it with my best friend, and it great every time. It's very good. If anyone wants to cry and watch it again, I will watch it with you.
I would say 20th Century Woman.
So, lastly, looks like the pandemic is starting to come to an end. So, what are you guys looking forward to the most this summer?
I think it'd be cool to do like a mini West Coast tour if we can. I might be like too last minute to do something like that, but between the four of us, we live from San Diego to the Bay, so going right up the coast would be cool.
I'm looking forward to just like spending more time together and writing more music, seeing if we can get some more songs out. No pressure.
It's like, guys.
It's gonna +1 both of those.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think it would be really exciting to like, even if we keep playing at farmers markets and stuff like that, where it's like open air, like intentionally kept, where it's like safely listen to music outside, but not like rushing right into it. but what adapting as we need to for the sake of safety. And yeah, I think I'm really excited about just playing out loud for people in smaller settings.
I know, like, for example, this, like, during the pandemic, there were, like, digital concerts, but really having concerts in person, like, that infrastructure cannot be replaced via online. So it's a whole nother experience when, like, the speaker just is trembling through your soul. Like, that's a whole nother So your debut single is quickly getting more and more attention each day. So you guys been hinting towards, but what is your next move as of right now? Okay, what can you hint that you already have planned in the future?
I feel like we're gearing up to record our second single.
Okay.
So that's what we've been working on the past couple weeks. And yeah, we're really excited about that. I don't know if anyone has another answer.
I think that, yeah, I think like we're trying to get an EP together just to have like kind of like a set of work.
Yeah.
And that's all I've thought of for the future.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I definitely want to stay posted on that. So where can we follow you to stay posted on your future work and sets?
GF on the Moon is our handle on TikTok, Instagram, all that jazz.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you guys once again for tuning in and being part of this show. It is amazing that I was able to interview you guys. You guys are amazing, and I'm looking forward to hearing that second single.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All of their socials are linked below, so if you're interested in their work, you can check them out. Thank you so much for watching Soundcheck, and I'll see you next episode. Peace. All of their socials are linked below. So if you're interested in their work, you can check them out. Thanks so much for watching Soundcheck. Bye.